Okay, I know we got a high wind today. We're going to be using 75 grain AMAX, loaded over 23 grains of IMR 4064. Our test rifle is going to be Savage Axis, pretty much stock. Just the trigger has been slightly modified. We just trimmed some of the coils off to make it a little lighter. The scope is a 3x9 Bushnell banner with some regular mounts. Went a little high. Went in. You see the expansion. You see the cavity. Exited the top of the block. Went into the jug. Get off to the great unknown. Try to take another shot at it from the opposite side, a lot lower, and see how that performs. Definitely need, I might need to use my cardboard or something to wrap it a little bit stronger than the tape to hold, but half of it worked out very well. I just need to try to get it right. Alright, this is shot 2. The last one hit the block, turned, and went up. So I turned the block around. I think there's enough of the block left. I bagged it a bunch of times to try to keep as much of the flying wax for it. So we're going to try it again. I'm going to aim right at the bottom of the block. Shot 0 a little high. 130 yards. Alright, so we went out and did our shooting, and kind of mixed results. We need to get something a little bit stronger to wrap it in, because it's still rusted out. So here we go. We're going to start cutting her out. I did 2 shots. The first shot came up the top of the block. Okay, so the bullet entered into the block right here. And as you can see, it opened up. And you can see bits of lead as it went into the block. Here is the main cavity. Kind of move that back out of the way. and you're going to be able to see exactly the size that cut in. You're looking at 2.5 inches wide. That first part of that main expansion is about 1 inch in. So as we follow it back through, you will see the tip. And the tip is right at 3 inches. It continued through. And on this is the other shot that was on the block, and I shot it from the opposite side. This is the first shot right here. It went into the block, as you can see right there. And pretty much it was the same thing. This was completely hollowed out. It's since then been kind of filled back in a little bit. Right here. The main cavity was very much well defined until it got bounced around the Jeep on the way back here. You can actually, whoa, there's a bullet. There's a piece of jacket right here. That was not from the first shot, that's from the second shot. The first shot went in, left a really good cavern about that big, and then shot up and went through the jug, and I'm hoping I caught that on camera. So I flipped the block around and I decided to aim a little bit lower and hit more of a center. It went in here. As you can see, the cavity streamlined forward. Get this completely cut out. Right down the center. Okay, let's see how this works. There we go. So, from this side, you can see where the bullet went in, and then you see it open up that channel, okay? We're looking at, for the beginning of the expansion, 1/2 inch. As it comes in and does its main channel, 2 inches. That is 2 inches. So 2 inches plus this side, which is 2 inches. So it was 4 inches wide, 2 inches deep. The top blew out, and then it expanded. The cavity was 5 inches long before it exited the top of the block. The second shot entered more towards the center of the block, which is what I was really hoping to do. And if I wouldn't have damaged the top half, the first shot would have been better off. It entered right here, and as you can see, it came in and did basically the exact same mirror image of this, just a little deeper into the block. You can see the cavity on both sides. This side's actually a little bit more. It's 3 inches, and this side's 2 inches, so that's 5 inches wide. It was a little deeper in the block though. You can see where the bullet traveled through. You can follow that little line. Okay. At the end of the main part of the cavity right here, you'll start to see there's chunks of lead. There's a chunk of lead there. It continued streamlined through the block to here, and you can see a better idea of that right here. You have your main cavity streamlined at the end of that right here, and it looks like it turned and tumbled because it goes lead, turns, and then lead up here, and right here is the lead core, okay, and here is the jacket. Last time it lost its jacket earlier, so there's lead and there's the jacket, and hopefully I'll get that cleaned up so you can get a better look at it here in a little bit. But that puts the 12-inch block, that farther piece, 10 1/4 inches. So very much what we seen last time was 10 1/2 inches when the block was not wrapped up. So again, nice mushroom core, good mushroomed jacket here. Cut down through here and see if there was any more. Yeah. So up until right here was the end of that actual channel and it turns. So on this side it'd be right here. You can still see some more lead. So the retained weight in the end was 49.5 grains. The measurements you see here is just a general representation of what I measured up. As always, if you got any comments, suggestions of what I should do, shoot. This is still a learning process, so the more you know, the better off we'll be. All these shots I'm taking are at long ranges. There's a couple reasons why. First, I want to make sure that the ammo is going to perform like I want it to at distance. Second is the area that I'm shooting. There's a lot of brush, so for me to actually get a distance with a safe backdrop, I'm needing a hill and all this other stuff to mat up. So what I'm doing is shooting those 120, 130 yards, 140 yards. So here, hopefully, we'll get the block the way we need it to, so it'll work, and we won't have to worry about having it blow out, so we can actually get a better picture of it. This is only the second test. It's already molded up. It's ready to go again. We'll try again tomorrow. We probably won't do the AMAXs. We already did 2 tests with the AMAXs. I may do the 75 grain bowtail hollow point or one of the others, but we should have a good idea of what we need to do to get it to work. So if you have any suggestions, comments, let me know. Again, it's not FBI ordnance gel, but it's better than just shooting a milk jug. So I'm hoping to get a better idea. So if you have any ideas of what I could do, go ahead, put them at the bottom.